I'll be inviting DJ SAX London very soon.
Welcome, 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 welcome.
Yeah, bro, you good?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Good evening.
Yeah. No, I understand. No, when we go live, we cut the Bluetooth. It's fine, no problem.
All right, all right, all right. But you can hear me clearly,
Yeah,
right?
it's good.
All right, so welcome to the show.
Thank you, bro, for having me, bro.
All right, all right. So can you just tell us your name?
So my real name is Jean-Pierre Subrabios.
Okay.
Born, my
Okay.
father was French, so I've got a French name. And
Oh, okay.
my stage name is Sax London in one word.
Yeah, yeah, Sax London and DJ Sax London.
Mhm.
So what got you into music?
Uh, so basically, my mom started me into music when I was 7 years old. I
Okay.
started with no organ, like with the bass on the feet and you know, like organ, like a piano electric with the bass with the foot.
Yeah. Okay. 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 So why did you choose the saxophone?
The saxophone it came later. I did organ. I didn't really like organ. But my mom she wanted me to do every week, so I did until the age of 13. And
Okay.
then after at 16, I started the saxophone. I saw a picture of Charlie Parker, and I really obsessed with this picture, and I decided
Oh.
to go into sax. I like it so much, you know. So I decided to go for the sax.
Okay. So how long have you been playing the saxophone now,
Uh,
officially?
the sax started so 34 years.
34 years.
34 years of saxophone. I mean, I used to be. I didn't practice every day for 34 years, but I played professionally since the age of 20. So I nearly play gigs and everything. But yeah, 34 years. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow. So how has it been playing the saxophone and being a DJ?
It's been good, bro. I mean, to be honest, I used to do both separately for long years. You know, I used to do sax with band and tour, and then I used to DJ in clubs, and I never joined both together. And after COVID, you know, all these things, I decided to do the sax and DJ together, and it's been good for me since I did this. You know.
Okay, okay, okay. So, all right, the next question is what made you pick interest in Afrobeat music? You know, because I see most of your videos and you play our songs most times for your events and all.
Yeah, I like Afrobeat. I like Amapiano, Afrobeat. Afrobeat, of
Okay.
course, I come from jazz, soul music. Soul is my first thing, soul music. And then I went to play smooth jazz a lot, you know. I used to practice a lot David Sanborn, people like this, you know. And then after the jazz period, I had a smooth jazz period. And then when I DJ a lot, I'm aware of different things in the world, and I really like Afrobeat, the melody, the beats. And the thing is very good. Is a good marriage with the saxophone. You know, it's very nice sax. I find it a nice music to play on sax, and
Yeah.
and I'm a piano too. You know, and I like. Okay, let me play. Let me try my thing on this. You know, and I really enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, wow, wow. So, who is your favorite Nigerian artist?
There's a lot. You know, I would favorite is hard to say, bro. I like a lot Rema. I like Wizkid. Of course, Burna Boy, you know, but I hear some nice track from Adekunle Gold, you know, that I really enjoy.
Wow.
Yeah, Adekunle Gold, I really like. He's got some nice. Joe Boy recently too. He's got some nice melody. I read. To be honest, I'm a musician, so my ears goes. I don't really care about artists. Of course, if an artist he does nice things, you know, like Wizkid, Rema. You know, Rema did a lot of good. I think he's a good musician. I like the way he does his songs. You know, there's a nice vibe about it. You know, the latest
Yeah.
one I really enjoy. I mean, there's a lot. I remember he did a song called Ginger at the beginning,
Yeah, Ginger.
and then he did recently Holiday. You know, it's such a nice catchy tune. You know. Uh,
Someone is asking about Davido. Do you listen to Davido also?
no, I don't watch video.
Davido,
How
Davido.
Davido, sorry. Yeah, Davido. I DJ. I used to play Fall at the beginning, you know, Fire, all this, you know. But Davido, I like. He did his new album. I like Feel. I play Feel right now at the moment when I DJ. Feel Unavailable is good. I listened to all the album, not in details, but I'm gonna see later on properly, you know.
Oh, okay.
But I choose a lot compared to sax too. You understand?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I play. I like Runtown a lot. Runtown, you know, like for example, one of my favorite songs is "For Life" from Runtown.
Okay.
So it's
So
like,
have you met with okay, you're saying something.
sorry.
I thought you wanted to say something.
No. I just say I like a lot Runtown, you know, For Life, his songs. And I think I play the songs that I like on sax. So I listen first, and if you like it, I just play, you know.
Oh, okay. So have you met with a Nigerian saxophonist before?
No, I talk on Instagram with a few of them, but I never meet face to face with one in London with one Nigerian saxophonist. But we talk sometime on Instagram, you know, about stuff, you know. Uh,
Yeah. But do you know any Nigerian saxophonists? Like we have great saxophonists also in
yeah.
Nigeria. In Nigeria,
Yes.
so do you know any of them?
The one I know the most is Fela Kuti, that I used
Oh,
to in old school, you know. But I think Burna Boy is very inspired by Fela Kuti. I hear a lot of Fela Kuti when I listen.
yeah.
Then, uh, to be honest, no, I don't know a lot of Nigerian saxophonists unless Fela Kuti. You know, I always been more
Oh,
into America, you
okay.
know, all my life. So I'm
Yeah.
knowledgeable.
Maybe I will recommend some Nigerian saxophonists to you, so you can just check them out. The likes of Mike Karemu,
Okay.
Olu Jazz.
Oluta.
We have Shegun Atoyebi.
Okay.
We have DJ Sax.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a whole lot of them. So I'll just try to recommend
Yeah.
some for you, so you can check them out too.
You send them to me and I can check them out. You know, send them to me
Yeah.
for sure.
So let's talk majorly about your saxophone now. So how many saxophones do you own?
At the moment, I own two. One for my main, one in case something happens.
Okay, so what's the brand?
Okay, my main one is a Selmer Super Action 80 Series 1, not Series 2, Series 1 from 1984, which,
Wow.
which is basically a Marxist improved. Basically, Selmer did the Marxist for 20 years, which, by the way, people tell you will listen a lot of video I play Marxist, but Marxist, if you play a five-digit Marxist or Marxist from 1965, 70s, there are two different horns, first of all.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
They are not the same Marxist at all, not the same horn. A lot of evolution inside the Marxist. After the Marxist, they did the Mark 7 for people with bigger hands. They wanted to improve the market for America and stuff like this. It was a flop. Not a lot of people play Mark 7. And
Wow.
a famous guy play Mark 7, for example, I don't know if you know him, he's an English guy called Chris Hunter, which is a very good saxophonist who
Yeah.
plays
So
events. Yeah. And then they created Super Action Series 1, only 5 weeks for me, in my opinion, the best Mark 6 Super Action, 100 I tried.
okay. Sorry, your voice is the network. I think the network is breaking.
Hold on. Yeah, I hear some.
Okay. I think I can hear you now.
Yeah.
I can hear you clearly now.
Better?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly now.
Okay.
All right. So, what gadget do you use with your saxophones?
So, what kind of what?
Your gadgets like your saxophone mic, your
Okay, yeah.
mouthpiece, the
So,
kind of bag you use
yeah.
and all. So we just want to talk majorly about them.
So hold on. One of my favorite one is this one. I got two of those. I will recommend to anyone playing the sax. So it's called Reed Van Doren Jazz Reed Holder.
Okay.
Okay, so this one I love it. Why? Because he maintains the flat of your tip always flat, and he moistens your reed. So every time you take reed, it's ready to go. You understand? If you keep it on the one you get on the box, it will warp. You know. So the reeds will not be playable after all. With this one, I use the reed for 2 months. Harmonics goes out because it keeps the thing flat and it keep it moistened. So it's always ready to go with a lively wood. You know. I really like this gadget. It's very good. Van Doren.
What about your mouthpiece?
I used to play for 20 years a custom masterpiece metal one by Freddie Gregory. We used to be a
Okay.
custom made from Bobby Dukoff. Yeah, so he took my Bobby Dukoff at the time when I started, and he did a custom on metal. But then a few years ago, when I did my album, I switched to Theowane Durga Ebonite.
Tijuana. Okay, okay.
Theowane Durga because it's my favorite now. I mean, I don't know. After 20 years of metal, I prefer Ebonite. I find it's more resonance in the highest. And I just love his mouthpiece on Ebonite. I tried the metal one, but I prefer the Ebonite. So I'm not
Okay, which
complicated.
one do you prefer? Is it the plastic mouthpiece or the metal mouthpiece?
Well, I went for an Ebonite one with Theowane, not a metal one, because I just prefer the way it reacts to me, to the sound. I prefer the Ebonite, so I went to Ebonite. But I was playing metal for years, for 20 years, a custom one. But when I tried this Theowane Ebonite, he suit me. So, you know, I'm not someone who change a lot.
I know about Tijuana mouthpiece though.
You have one?
No, I don't have one. It's very expensive.
Yeah, it's slightly expensive. But it's good. It's good. To be honest, I started with Bobby Dukov at the time because I was practicing a lot of Sanborn. And then after I wanted to have my own son, so 12 years after or 14 years after, I went for a custom by a Russian guy called Freddie Gregory. He did most pieces for Bob Minzer, Michael Brecker. When Michael Brecker was playing his Guardala, I used to play Freddie. Very good guy. He's dead. Rest in peace from Russia. But after I went to try this Durga Ebonite and really love it, man. It's personal, you know. Most pieces are very personal, so I find more stuff I like. To be honest, you never find the perfect, you know, like metal, Ebonite. Everyone's got his strong qualities.
Yeah, sure.
It's you to
Sure.
what brings you the most, you know. The Durga or the Shiva, I like the Durga, but the Durga, I know a famous sax did the same switch, Nelson Ranger. He went from Bichler and he went now to a Durga Ebonite, the same like me, the Durga 3. Because Durga, everything the metal gives you, maybe it's going to slightly burst, but you got more resonance in the harmonic, you got more warmth too, you know?
Yeah.
So if you still have a bright tone, but you got some more warmth when you play Afrobeat, when you play smooth jazz. I prefer.
Can you just do a little run up for us on your sax?
What, you want to hear my sax?
Yeah. So we can just. Okay. Is this Selma?
Action 80.
Okay.
So you see, it's got all the when you go high, when you go down, he keeps the tone everywhere, you know. So it doesn't matter.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's great. So, do you prefer playing the alto sax to the tenor sax and soprano sax?
Yes, I'm more an artist. I did how do you say tenor at the beginning. I used to play breaker a lot, and then my main was alto. I like to specialize in one thing, so I didn't move from alto. So my main horn, if I got session to do another, I will. But most of them ask me to do alto anyway because it's what I do the most. So when I play with singer, when I play, you know, with DJ, I always use the alto. It's what I like to do.
So what's this thing on your neck?
This is okay. So first of all, I want to say something. The sax is that because people ask me on Instagram a lot. So the most is the sax. I'll tell you how it works to me. It's only my opinion. Yeah. So sax. I told you what I think is the best. My second sax is a Yamaha 23, which is one of the best Yamaha you can ever get. It's a sturdy saxophone. But in my opinion, it's even better than the custom. It's very good pitch, everything is the top. So, but the problem is who is setting up your sax? You understand? Because I see a lot of video that I don't understand sometimes. I'm not telling names, but people who do YouTube, they're like, oh, I try my Marxist, I try the Supreme, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. First of all,
Yeah, sure.
a Marxist is the old saxophone. It needs to be set up properly. The problem you have, not a lot of repairmen nowadays can set up sax properly, especially Marxist, balance, even super action. They're not good enough because your repairman should be a good player also. Why? Because you need to adjust the highest of the keys. You understand? To
Yeah,
make
sure.
the sound sound the best. If you just do mechanic stuff, you're not gonna. It's not really. You know what I mean? Pads is the less of your worry. It's a lot of science. So how you adjust the tube, the high. So my repairman is one of the best in the world. He's from Bordeaux. He's called Francis Bourrec, and he used to be the best tenor sax player in France.
Okay.
He used to play for the National Orchestra. He's an amazing repairman in Berkeley, in Boston. And when he set up a sax, you got a perfect setup sax, very good done, And he also does this kind of things. This is like a resonator. So when I put
Okay.
in front of my sax, it give more. It's not louder. It give more harmonic sometimes, It give.
Wow.
But the thing is only for you to see. Like for me, if I play without, it's the same. You're gonna hear the same harmonic. But when you play with it, it's slightly more. I don't know how to explain it. You can hear it with the ears, There is more stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So this is one another gadget that I really love. I always use it live or studio.
Wow.
And the sax, the Super Action 81 for me is one of the best because Selmers are very expressive. It's very character. You listen to David Sanborn, they got this sound that is less. Yamaha is more manufacturer song. It's not as
Yeah.
it's lighter. It doesn't have as much body and soul. To me, I'm just talking in my opinion. I just
I
for me,
understand. I understand.
saxophone. Especially the middle, the attack. You see, all he's singing more. You got to give it more oomph. The Selmer.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
So nice, bro.
Oh, wow.
Stuff like
I just learned about this now.
yeah. It's a
To
lot of
be
people.
honest.
I learned a lot by Francis Bourrec. You can check him on Instagram at Bourrec, BOURREC, for those who are interested. Yeah.
Okay.
And for it,
I'll check it out.
Dax is a monster. Yeah, it's one top of the world. He recently did a Model 26, brother. It's 1926 Selmer. He put it from start to top with. It's so hard to do. You understand? You got to have a massive level to be able to do this kind of stuff. And
Yeah, sure.
he's been preparing sax for 50 years, and he's been playing for 50 years. So he's a monster. He knows everything. This guy. He's one of my mentors. I really love him, so I give him a big shout. I'm happy you invite me so I can make him a little bit more known for other people interested in sax and quality. So that's it. After, if you got a Marxist, he told me himself. He told me for him the Series 1 is the best, but Marxist, balance, they're all good. Once they are properly adjusted, they give you.
Yeah, sure.
It's very personal after what you're looking for, how you want to play, for why are you using it. Same with mouthpiece, same with a lot of stuff. Once you get better, you got to know where you want to go. And then you.
So let me ask you a question. What is the importance of using gadgets for your saxophone?
Using what? Sorry.
Like using extra gadgets for your saxophone.
No, gadget, not really. Gadget is not gadget. Like, for example, my mic is a cloud vocal. You asked me about my mic. Is a cloud vocal.
Yeah, I'm still coming back to your mic though. Okay. All right.
Mic is a cloud vocal with his own effect. So they are very important gadget. I also use something to sharp the reeds, like some metal stuff. When you get your reeds out of the box, you should always go up and down to make sure the table is flat. Yeah. You don't have to do a lot of work, but this is important to be able. There is no dust and stuff like this. They are gadgets very important. They make you sound better. Same like the reed holder. It keeps you reed for longer. It keeps them moist. This reed, I didn't touch the sax for like half an hour. It's there because the reeds are always moist with these things. When I pack it out, straight away you got this sound. Even the. It's got the sound is always there, you know, available. You don't have to have warp, you know. When the rhythm is dry and warp, sometimes you can go like you have no sound, you know, because the sun and stuff. So they are very important. Like, for me, they're not good. They are extra to make play extra cool to help you not having much problem with the horn, you know. So
So how do you go about your practice? Like how do you
at
practice?
the moment, when I practice, for example, what I do, I will start with the major, and I will do crisscross, like just to warm up. So if I do, I go, for example, I don't know, you know, like this is C, and then I will go to this, you know, and on and on and on, yeah, and then opposite. You see, opposite. You work the scale to, you know, and then you can work every day on different. If you want to work on minor, on sevenths, on Locrian, on if you want to work on.
For how long do you practice in a day?
It depends when I because I work a lot. So when I do the weekend, I don't practice so much. But like I used to work 6 times a week. So when I got time, Monday to Tuesday, Wednesday, I will work 3 hours. Like I will try to learn new tune or practice because I play like around 50 smooth jazz. So I need to remember them all the time. So I need to practice them, practice new ideas, you know, uh, understanding harmony more, you know, work on like a diminish if I want to
Yeah.
work on accelerate, if I want to work on standard. But I like to work on, if I work on Afrobeat, expressivity, you know, how to play the melody better, or to sound, you know what I mean? Like, oh, there is two school of saxophone. You can play jazz, you can play soul, you can play, you know what I mean, smooth jazz. The difference is like, I do more gospel. Smooth. I used to play jazz, but what I mean is like on smooth jazz, it's more about expressivity. The sound is very important. On
Yeah.
jazz, it's
Yeah.
more the relation of chords, you know. So like if you play like stuff like well, stuff like this is more jazz, yeah. So you're gonna do technique,
Yeah. So
okay. But if you play like things you want to play like I don't know me like so this is why exclusivity or sambon or stuff like this, you're gonna play more on the note, you know. The note, every note should be clear, articulate, and it can work to be honest. Because even if people on jazz, some great, they got a good tone, it's different because all right, sambon, or especially sambon, people who got when you hear three notes, you know it's them, you know. They got this, you know, as
yeah.
sometimes a lot of notes, so the sound is more flat, makes sense, you know. Like pop, they really have more. They express more on the harmony, more on the tone.
Okay. I think the network is breaking
Yeah,
again.
a lot of noise.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
I got the one
All right. So
better like this. Or
what do you say?
can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. So what challenge? What are the challenges you face playing the saxophone?
Or every day one is you know, you perform on you got practice. Saxophone like anything like sport. If you're not practicing for more than a month, you're gonna have to use it again. You have to do even if it's regularly. Do half an hour a day. You don't let it go. You know, just try to practice
Yeah.
your idea, your articulation, the harmony. You know, don't let it go because it's like ungrateful. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Depends what you want to do. If you want to have good harmonics, you have to work them a lot. You know. So
Okay.
like you know, I don't know if there is listener that are interested in playing more better harmonics and stuff like this. Like it's good to play. First of all, you do phrase down the horn and you copy them up. So you learn with
Okay.
play. You know, so I do for example. You see, it's simple,
Hmm.
but you learn. So this way you hear you can do. So you see stuff like this. So you can do scale to develop your. You see, so you can hear all your D, so you learn to do them properly, and then you record yourself a lot. This way, when you record yourself a lot, you can hear your own mistake. You know, especially maybe it
Yeah.
sounds nice, so I'm in the right pitch, I'm the wrong pitch. You should work a lot with the tuner every professional. So on the alto, when you tune yourself, you should start with the F sharp medium, this one. Then you should be on the green, yeah, and then you go straight away to the B flat low, and then you should be on the green. If these two notes are on the green, if the horn is a good horn, you should be on the green nearly everywhere. So another point, a lot of sax that don't work like this. So I had a cannonball.
Yeah, yeah,
They got
that's true. It depends on the kind of saxophone you're using again.
exactly. So they got pitching problem. So it's like when you're on studio, it's always you to work a lot because it's why the Selmer Series 1 is fantastic. The Yamaha 20 is fantastic. They are really everywhere in the green, you know. So which is good, man. Because when you record, it's not like when you play live and people, a lot of people today they are tone deaf, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
when you
yeah.
record, other people are gonna listen and you want to be in pitch, you know. It's very important. So if you play Maputo and you play so all these notes, the more you interval are sounding together in right pitch, the more the melody are going to sound nice. You understand? The more you
Yeah, sure.
flat, the more it's not going to be nice, the melody. You understand? You need to have a horn. You need to work on the tuners that is in pitch. Because otherwise, when you do simple stuff, rock, everything, when you flat, if I play a this is not good, is it? It's not nice.
Yeah, that's
If I do so everything is to be on the line, you know. So this way, when you
yeah.
record, it's like, oh, okay, it's nice to my ears, it's nice like a singer, you know. It's important, you know, because I'm not going to be bad, but a lot of sax I listen on
Sure.
Instagram, they're out of tune. A lot of them, they are not pitching properly. And I'll be honest,
Wow.
you know, they are flat. A lot of them flat, flat. Even professional player, I'm not saying name, but a lot of them they are not pitching properly. Maybe it's the sax. Is what I'm saying. It's very important. The mouthpiece does 80% of the work, but the sax is to be a good right pitch saxophone. You know, if the sax got problem, when you're professional musician, you can adapt a little bit more. You know, because you know your licks. You know, but when you
Yeah, yeah.
start, it's important to get a good horn like a Yamaha 23, something right pitch, to learn you here to be on good interval. You know when you do your interval and stuff like this, it's very important after for the melody and everything. It will help you a lot. You know? That's my advice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my opinion. You know?
Wow.
That's it.
Though the challenge we have here in Africa is, it's not that easy for us to get all these Yamaha, Selma, the likes of Cannonball, all these big names,
Then,
and it's very very difficult for us to get the sax here in
yeah, yeah,
Africa. So most of the time we use all these intermediate saxophone, and
yeah.
we don't really have the experience of using a very good horn.
Right. Yeah. I put,
Yeah, so that's one of the challenges we do have here.
and you don't have do you have a lot of good repairmen in Africa? No, not a lot. Have you got good repairmen for saxophone over there? You have people.
Yeah, yeah, we do, we
Yeah.
do.
But if you have good repairmen, it's good then because they can make your sax sounds good.
Yeah,
You know?
sure, sure, sure.
So
Sure, sure, sure. So, what do you feel about Cannonball?
uh,
Because
yeah.
I think that's the hype saxophone now.
Okay, listen, Cannonball, they copy a lot. They copy a lot Dolnay, French sax, Charles Dolnay, and Cohn. They're based on Cohn and Dolnay, in my opinion. So they are very big band. Uh, to me, it sounds. I tried Dolnay before in France. It's similar than a Cannonball. They are good horn. They project a lot. Yes, they got big bell. For me, their quality is not top notch. For me, it's my experience, only my experience, and
Wow.
uh, and they are not the pitching a little bit. They are not good horn for pitching. They got you especially the high D, high E flat, high E. They go all over the place. The low G too, because the low G is the problem with the Selmer action too a lot too. They're too sometimes when it's called very bad, and we always come back to what I say first. A good horn, Selmer action one horn where right
Yeah, yeah.
makes a lot of difference. You know, because you have it's not easy when you go to a session and oh man, the melody, il y a too high. So,
Wow.
you know, can you?
So, would you love to come to Nigeria anytime soon?
Well, I love to, but I'm very busy in London at the moment. But if
Yeah,
no
he
problem,
told me. He told me.
oh, it's better.
He told me that.
Okay. So, okay, can you just play your favorite Nigerian song for us?
Ale, okay, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try.
Okay. Okay.
I'll play one I like. Let me know if you can hear the backing. I mean, I like one of
Okay.
them. I'll play this one. Let's see. All right. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. The backing here. sorry. I'm a little bit terrible. I
Wow.
did my best. I did my best. Thank
I,
you.
I actually feel like spraying you from here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow, wow, that's so nice. Really enjoyed you. Someone asked a question. Let me check if I can still get a question. Back to the saxophone brand. Someone was asking, what's your take on Selma Super Action Series 1 to 3 versus Cannonball?
What? 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 What?
Like, what's your take on Selma Super Action Series
Mm.
and
Yeah.
Cannonball?
Yeah. Uh, what-
Oh, the network is breaking.
yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sure, I
Huh?
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
So I just say for me, Elmer is well adjusted, well done, well properly set up. Is one of the best sax in the world. I mean, Cannonball is not in the same league. No, not for me. No. It's a
Wow.
lot more. It's a lot more focused sound. It's a lot more expressive sound. Cannonball is more like this. You know, it's not as you know. For example, I don't know. Listen to Sanborn. For example, you can see the sound is on your face. You know, it's more expressivity. To me, my opinion.
Wow. Wow,
On
wow, wow.
the trouble in Insta. Only my opinion.
Wow, really enjoyed your presence on this show. It was really entertaining. And I really do appreciate you for coming,
No,
for joining my live and accepting my invite. I don't know if you still have something for us, probably entertaining or.
I don't know. It's something.
SMS.
voilà.
Wow, wow, wow. See, don't let me stress you out again. You've really been wonderful today. Thank you very much.
Brother, all the best, yeah?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Much
And
love. Thank you very, very much. I really do
put the
appreciate it.
Nigerian music out there, yeah? Keep up the beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you.
Bye bye.
All right.